way we go. Wouldn't change it at all. Had a fantastic experience. I come back, and things have changed in the 3 years. You know, the whole shit that's going on with teachers having to do, you know, a whole supply and then the supply for LCO, you know, all that whole mess, the hoops and so on. I had to go through all that. But the beauty is, I'm in PEI, and I could check, and there's nothing. There's nothing, because I'm back in August. And then the school I left, Hillcrest, they've got a position, because they went from a K to 8 to middle school, 6, 7, and 8. So they got a position, a drama and dance teacher. I called the principal, who had been a vice principal, left the school, got a principalship at Clarkson down the road. I had stayed in touch with her, set up co-ed soccer games, you know, stuff like that. So I called her. I said, there's this position. Well, to tell you the truth, I need somebody with credentials because we've just started as a middle school. And I give her I can give you a good song and dance, and Jesus, I can cause you all kinds of drama. And she just laughed. Here's what I can do for you. If you can make the interview tomorrow, I'm in PEI. If you can make the interview tomorrow at such and such a time, I can put you, we're allowed to put, this is when principals were allowed to automatically, well, it had changed since I had left. They could put people forward. Now they can only put one person forward a year. Okay? So she says, I will put you forward onto the supply list as my one person. I said, all right. So I end up getting off the phone with her, getting on the airline. For $600, I fly out 6:30 in the morning. I go to my interview. I'm back at PEI by 6 o'clock at night, and I'm on the supply list. I go to the first school. I get, when you do that, you get 2 schools. You get the one that you left or put me on the supply list. Not a lot of equity. It ended up, and a lot had changed in 3 years. The double cohort of graduating teachers and stuff. So come back, and I go to Hillcrest, I go to Cooksville Creek, which is right around here. Okay? The principal's Karen Cole. I taught Karen Cole's kids. 11, well, more now, like almost 20 years ago now. So I go to see her, and she ends up thrilled, tells me that I turned her son on to poetry. I hate poetry. But the kid's a rapper, right? And he's got YouTube raps and stuff like this. Well, that's nice to know. I don't know what happened, but what sparked. Okay. And the first time I meet Karen Cole, she's a VP in the field board. I have an interview set for 8 o'clock. I show up at 8:30. Her and her husband are sitting there with their son. Okay. Oh yeah, and I'm a half hour late. Yeah, that's just my story. So, father's an asshole. The mother understands, like the father's really tough on the kid and so on. But I'm an individual that can say, your treatment of your son is causing half the problem, you know, and so on and so forth. So lo and behold, I get that particular job. Now, full-day kindergarten, loved it, except for the one day I came in hungover and the kids just beat the shit out of me. And I prayed to God. I told them I wouldn't tell. I lied. I told them I wouldn't tell alcohol and all that stuff. But I made it through the day. Karen Cole retires my second year. I do a quick check, and I find out that the principal coming in was trained by Ina Fournier, who used to be a superintendent. I don't like Ina. This woman has incredible how fast she got to get into a principal position. Like, she didn't even have 7 years in the classroom. Like, it was incredible. So I read the writing on the wall. I got out. But the reason I got out is our VP who had been there went over to Glen Haven. They switched VPs. And he heard that, you know, I was going to leave. And he just put the word into Karen's ear that this school does need a strong grade 6 teacher. So, the truth was, and this is, he said, this school could, his words were, could use Kevin. And to me, that's, okay, that's all I need. I don't need a bonus. I don't need anything. You know, the fact that he felt that this school could use me was a compliment enough, you know.
It was a fit.
It was a fit. So I went, and it was good. Now, along the way, I've just been honing my skills. This particular year, I'm restorative practice trained, okay? And as the contact, like, I did my grade 6. After the grade 6, Cheryl then asked me if I'd do our PCC class, our Field Children's Center class. Okay, it's a treatment center with 6 kids with 1.5 CYWs in the classroom. They had a shift. That the program, although it was running independently, it wasn't as strong as it could be. They had to get rid of the previous teacher because she gave them all 75s on the report cards. Took them to the office to sign off. The VP goes, "You can't do that, you know, just based on individual differences. They can't all have 75.
The odds are.
Yeah. So she goes back and changes them all to 65, you know. So they end up getting rid of her. They put in a newbie, an LTO, and she survived the year, okay, but right afterwards, she was gone, so I go in there. I have a successful year. PCC loves me, doesn't want me to leave, but at that point, Cheryl goes, "You can work with 6 kids, or you can work with 500. So I end up, she pulls me out, puts me into phys ed in contact. Well, we didn't have contact. I got ISSP and so on. And then eventually, I end up in the contact system. But when we get down to it, we put it all together. I've always said I take care of the kids. Now, I would love to have people that can step in if I'm not there. But we don't have any. We trained 4 of us in the restorative practices. Our VP, 5 of us and 4 teachers. Great principal. I don't mean school principal, but the whole restorative practice. Truly believe in it, and love it. One of the guys they trained is so stern and so strict, and he's the one that's delivering the program consistently, but he doesn't have the same skills I do. So it's almost you're halfway up the hill. You're not up there.
Not restoring fully.
No, because if he's not in a circle, then he's chewing you out, and chewing you out. I can chew him out just the same, but afterwards, the kids aren't humiliated, or they know that what I'm trying to do is in their best interest, and that's also, we're getting these kids from another school, and it's one of these police movies. He has to leave his home school and he has to come to our school. So we meet today. And I say to him, same as this tough kid and so on, I said, we're going to butt heads, but I'm not going to lose because I'm fighting for you. I don't lose. I'm fighting on your behalf. You're young, you don't understand it, and so on. And that has been my approach. Kids come first. I'm not going to lose because I'm fighting for you. And I go the extra steps, regardless of what that is. Support them with work, feed them, listen to them, get them out of situations that is going to, inflame stuff like that. It just comes down to, we go back to the policy stuff. I really don't give a shit. As long as the kid's well, there's no, we've seen growth, even with our boys last year. We got through the year without anything significant. Like, yes, we had Nico try to go over me twice because he wanted to kill another child. We had, our Bryson with our Dylan that went to fresh start for a holiday, shit like that. But we got through it. I've run into those guys, at the BCC after school playing basketball. They come to me, they talk to me, and they say they're doing well because, they're telling me they're doing well. Doesn't necessarily mean they're getting B's and A's and stuff like that, but they're attending school, they're not getting into as much trouble. Like, that's the thing. People want to see something finite. All I want to see are small incremental.
So how do you measure success then?
I measure success in, number one, probably a child's happiness to begin with, you know? We got a girl right now, her father committed suicide last year. Like, she's walking our halls, like, with a face on her that, you know, stop a truck, and she's just so miserable. But I interact with her, and there's a different child when that happens. Now, you cannot teach that girl grade 7, you know, algebraic expressions when her head, and this is the whole appeal, you got to change the mindset. Her head's not at the right space. So instead of trying to cram all that, you got to learn all this curriculum this year to pass, take care of the child, make the child feel worthwhile, make the child believe that somebody cares, which I truly do. And as a result, we're seeing more smiles. And it doesn't matter, boy, girl, it doesn't matter color, religion. With our Arabic-speaking kids, they're tough little fuckers. Like, we got a whack of them last year, and they are tough. And you asked about measuring success. The frequency with which they get in trouble has decreased significantly. The event, like, these guys had no problem hammering a child because, you know, I wasn't in the school, but last year's Remembrance Day, they had kids go up and talk about their experiences in Syria with what was going on and stuff. And they're you know, talking about watching their uncle's head explode because of the, you know, bombs and stuff like that. So if these kids are put into our school without any true support, you know, it's almost like starting a small little fire in a forest, you know. So take care of them, but first of all, you got to get them to believe in you. And part of the belief is, I'm not going to let you get away with crap, you know. I will call you on it, and I will butt heads with you, but I promise you, I'm not just going to leave you without processing it and following through on it. And that's part of the secret, in that it's just not done and dusted, you know.
I think that's what's missing when people observe you.
They don't see
They don't see the whole process.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I think that people may say, I'm going to be tough with these kids. Yeah. You are. And they try that one lane. Yeah. They don't see the whole picture. And I think that can be problematic because people want to be successful as a teacher and they might see parts of your role. I'm not saying it's your role to show them the whole process, but I think because you're so present and like you're loud in one area and the other you taper off in the other areas that you bring it all together in, that it may get lost in the whole thing. Well, I don't know if you see that.
I'm aware of it because I get questioned all the time. Like, I make a joke to this guy who talks about that does the restorative practices and is very rigid and so on. I said to him, oh God, I don't know what I do here. He said, I've wondered what you do here too. You know, he said that in seriousness, and I almost told him to fuck right off, you know.
You should say, I'm going to take a month off, see what happens. But anyway.
I am worried about next year because they do have a new contact teacher who is gentle. No, she's an academic.
Is this the LTO?
No, she's a permanent teacher, but she's our librarian. She's going to move in. And even our regular staff are, what are we going to do? You know, because they're, no disrespect to her, but, you know, she's not you. And I keep saying, well, it's not just me, it's all of us need to change. We had a situation this morning. This morning, I told you, I had 2 sets of girls. Grade 8 girls came to me yesterday and ended up literally spending the day with me, just all Instagram stuff, you know, and so on. And then I had 2 grade 6 girls come to me yesterday and said they'd like to talk to me in the morning. So I'm dealing with that. when a teacher says, "Can I speak to you?" And this is 8:35. School starts at 8:30. She's got to know.